Today, county leaders and Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger addressed what else can be done to combat the persisting fentanyl crisis.
The synthetic opioid, it remains the biggest driving force in deadly overdoses across the country. As our Matthew Torres explains, there's new legislation being introduced to arm law enforcement with better tools.
When it comes to the opioid crisis, numbers tell a story.
In the first 2 months of this year in Prince William County, we've had 10 suspected fentanyl overdose deaths.
New data shows in the last 3 years, there were 177 fentanyl overdose deaths in Prince William County. The county administered the opioid overdose reversal spray Narcan nearly 500 times. And there were more than 440,000 fake pills seized in the same time frame.
Remind folks that this is real. These are real people who are dying.
Chief Pete Newsham sharing new numbers as he and other leaders worry how fentanyl now makes up 8 out of 10 deadly overdoses. They're concerned how more are choosing to smoke the highly addictive synthetic opioid. So once again, officials are warning families to be careful of fake drugs laced with fentanyl.
While the police chief says the number of fentanyl overdoses in the county has somewhat plateaued, the cases are still alarming. He confirms a very small percentage involves fentanyl laced in marijuana.
The fight against fentanyl is far from over, but we have the knowledge, the skills, the technology, and in Virginia, we have the commitment to come out on top.
U.S. Representative Abigail Spanberger says to help, she's pushing bipartisan legislation aimed at giving law enforcement the tools to better investigate online sales of counterfeit pills. Spanberger, who is running for Virginia governor, is also pushing for a program to help fund local police with high-tech screening devices to detect fentanyl in minutes instead of waiting weeks from the lab.
It also ensures that law enforcement know what they're dealing with.
If we have that tool and we can recognize that it's laced with fentanyl, I think that warning in that geographic area can be extremely helpful.
To them, any help works. Call it a new effort in this ongoing crisis. Matthew Torres, WUSA9.